If I could only keep one of them and had to bin the others, I'd keep this one. I've heard sensible people pronounce this as the Sanook, but I call it the Snooki, and it's just about my favourite watch right now. Until the next one, but I'm not bored yet. Best of all, I paid £2.85 brand new, that's $3.60. Actually, this one direct from AliExpress cost £2.85. This one was available locally, and I was impatient, so I dropped a whole £6 on it like a big baller and got it in 2 days. But I don't advise you do that because I learned there's good reason to buy direct from AliExpress other than just cost savings. I'll get to that. Do I really like it more than my Hamilton or Tissot? I suppose I do because I choose it over these when I'm picking something to wear each morning, and I enjoy wearing it more than those, so yes, price is a distant second. In fact, I've started to look at the Hamilton from the mindset that if I sold it, I could buy maybe a couple hundred Snookies so it can have friends, but there are only 4 colorways and I have 2 already. I picked on these just because they're recognizable, higher value watches from my collection. Have you got a budget watch that you cherish as much as your pricey timepieces? Tell me what that might be in the comments. So what's the big deal? They nailed the styling. It's got that funkies 60s retro vibe, maybe a 70s influence. What do you think? This fantastic rounded square shape to its alloy case gives a nostalgic nod to those old tube style television sets. It has a dial that Seiko would envy. Some might call it a linen dial, but it has a metallic, not fabric appearance. It's almost like they tried to make a sunburst effect with horizontal linear striations. Look at how it catches the sun. And I discover that it reveals a whole new character under different lighting conditions, natural or artificial. So it has me peering down to look at it when I don't need the time. This colorway is called Army Green. Do you like it? The handset is simple and effective, and the hour Arabics use 80s inspired numerals. There's a really precise printed seconds track around the perimeter of the dial, which is somewhat useless, but is pretty. Useless because the end of the seconds hand can't follow a square path, of course, which means there's some distance between it and the markers in the corners when it passes them. Many AliExpress watches have baffling pseudo-word branding, which usually makes me favour a sterile dial, but I love the branding of this watch and its 9 o'clock position on the dial. Here's some quick specs. The model reference is 6112. The case is 40 by 40 millimeters. Its height is about 10. The lug-to-lug measurement is 45 and the lug width is 20. It uses a mineral crystal which has a subtle dome to it. It is too reflective actually, but it costs less than £3. We're lucky they fitted a crystal at all. The case material they describe as alloy and is kind of a dark brown bronze colour, almost black. It uses a Sunon SL68 quartz movement, which is said to be accurate to plus or minus 45 seconds a month. Mine has an unusual behaviour, which I'll show you in a moment. It has a stainless steel caseback and a push-pull crown, and they say 5-bar water resistance. I have my own comments to share on that matter. The strap is said to be leather. Perhaps this suede feel material is real suede. The lining on this side doesn't feel soft enough to be real leather. I've heard some people say they don't like the strap, but I think it perfectly complements the watch and is comfortable. The only thing I did change is the oversized comedy buckle, which made it snag on my sleeves. I had some nice brushed buckles and replaced it with one of those. Pretty good so far, but that's not to say the Snooki doesn't have faults. I found a few and forgave it for all of them. First, I can pull the case back off my supposedly 5-bar watch with my finger and very little effort, which renders the rubber seal somewhat redundant. Mine is an indoors watch anyway. I like to wear it when I'm spending the day reading some new books. Second, mine had a really annoying speck of dust on the inside of the crystal, so I had to take the movement out to clean the crystal. While doing that, I discovered that not only does my watch not hack, but I can't even stop the time when I completely remove the crown stem. It wants to be alive. And no, I didn't break it. The hacking was non-functional before I started to dismantle the watch. Time setting is tricky. When I push the crown in, it advances the minute hand by 1 minute, so I have to compensate for that. Okay, despite some faults, I liked it so much I bought another and got a much better experience with my second Snooki. I repackaged it to show you how they come when new. Snookies come in pouches so that they can see where they're going, and are quite useful to keep actually. This colourway is called Coffee. I call it the teddy bear colour because it's kind of furry and teddy bear like. Now remember I told you it's best to buy direct from AliExpress? That's where this brown Snooki came from. I got it in 6 days all the way from China, which is pretty fast. And importantly, this one is much better put together than the one I got locally from a third-party seller from a well-known auction site. The AliExpress watch came with a crown spacer to save the battery while in storage, which the other didn't. There's no dust inside the crystal, so I don't have to finish building it myself. And the case back is firmly attached, and the AliExpress watch hacks. As we can see here with the spacer in place, the second hand is stopped. Let's test it actually. Yeah, it does hack. That works perfectly. I also noticed the case back is smooth to touch, whereas this one feels very rough. I'll put an affiliate link in the description so you can find the AliExpress listing. If you buy something, I can earn a small fee at no extra cost to you, the usual disclaimer. I didn't actually buy this to review, I just bought it because I liked it. I felt like I was keeping a secret by not reviewing this watch, so maybe help me out with a like on the video and subscribe if you want to see some more interesting timepieces coming up soon. Here's what the watch looks like on my 7-inch wrist. It's only 38 grams distributed over a generous 20mm strap, which makes it uber comfortable. And notice that the strap is quite long. On my 7-inch wrist there's plenty of length on the tail end of the strap after it's gone through the keepers. This coffee colour is going to be my new daily wear, given that it's better made than the other. I'll share a few more AliExpress finds if you guys tell me you enjoyed this one. The other two colourways are a black dial and a white dial, which also look amazing. Thanks for watching.